So yeah, that happened. Welcome back to Call Sign Horror. Swear I don't have a funny quip this time. I am very tired from work and school and Christmas is tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Um, this is going to sound far more somber than it really is. So don't panic. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not doing anything like that. But I did want to talk about kind of the future, what I kind of had planned, and kind of some shit I've learned from what I've done this year. So first things first, there hasn't been a lot of gaming videos, and the reason for that is pretty simple. I am just falling out of love with video games, frankly. I feel like Josh Hayes I can't pronounce his name. This guy, he did a fantastic video breaking down the way the games industry has kind of gone over time and how it's become kind of very abusive, very anti-consumer, gamer. And I really do not care for the way the games industry is going. I've had a hell of a lot more fun playing Airsoft and Warhammer and hell Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I kind of got back into Magic ever so slightly. Not a lot, not like religiously. Um, I never really did get into it religiously, that is, but uh, I have kind of a passing affection for it, if you will. And I've been considering uh, going to my local card shop and playing actually because it is a fun game. But there's that compared to video games, which I feel like are just fuck you, give me money, fuck you, give me money, fuck you, give me money. Which honestly, I don't feel as though these products have earned my money anymore. Uh, Sadly. Which I mean, maybe I should just get into a different series of games, but I don't know. Like I've been having a lot of fun with Factorio. But that's not really something super interesting. So I feel like I shouldn't make videos on it. Not really having a whole lot of fun with Minecraft anymore, just because I've done everything there is to do. Games like War Thunder and Battlefield are just torturous because of just how much they beg for money. So I'm kind of disillusioned with those games to a point where it's not even funny. But enough bitching and moaning. Let's talk about what you guys really care about, which is content moving forward, what I want to do. And I'm going to say this is going to piss off some people, and I completely understand why, and I respect anyone who says that I'm a dick for doing this. I don't think I'm going to be doing weekly uploads again. Not because it was a major stressor or anything like that. It wasn't super hard to do. What it did, however, was take up time, which is a very valuable resource. And I want to work on some bigger projects, but sadly, it's kind of a trade deal sort of thing where it's like if I do weekly uploads, yeah, there's a lot more content, but of lesser quality. And if I pursue these bigger projects I want to do, there will be less frequent content, but higher quality, which is a trade that I personally am happy to make. I've always preferred quality over quantity. Um, which I know sounds weird because I literally just stopped doing weekly uploads like midway through this month or something. So, there's that. Um, and I know there was a number of people who really liked the weekly uploads and were very supportive of it. But for what I kind of want to do going forward, I don't think it's going to work. And what I want to do going forward is I have three-ish projects planned. Two are pretty set in stone right now. Like I'm going to do these. The other one, I'm like I want to do it. I really do, but I'm not sure there's an audience for it. So I'll kind of go over loosely what these three projects are going to be. So the first one, which is already set in stone, we're already getting the foundations for it worked out. I hope to start having it roll out maybe by about midway through next year, depending. Yeah, it's a big fucking project. It's gonna take 6 months to actually start having it produced. is kind of a film project almost. We intend to like script out, storyboard, and produce. I mean, it's not going to be The Walking Dead, but it's going to be of decent quality. I hope it won't be 6 kids running around their mom's backyard, yelling pew pew with Nerf guns, making a movie. Um, I want it to kind of be not serialized. Is that even the right word? Uh, think super low production Breaking Bad, where there'll be a plot and characters and all that shit. Uh, a good chunk of Storm Company is involved with it right now, which is very exciting because as a member of Storm Company, I don't feel obligated to say this, but as their friends, I feel obligated to say this. They are a ton of fun to work with, and I always feel great after having hung out with those guys and worked on any sort of project, which is super fun. But at the same time, our schedules don't quite perfectly line up, which means that making this project can be a little difficult. I'm not going to get any spoilers right now, but do expect some sort of teaser trailer to come out maybe a week or two into January, depending on everything. We're kind of in the middle of a winter storm right now, which is, well, it's put a halt on some plans I've had, but I mean, that's life. But, all in all, I'm pretty excited for it. Hopefully, we can get it off the ground and get it running and do something with it. We might not. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to go right now. I hope it actually goes somewhere, if that makes any sense. Yeah. The second project, also series, believe it or not, but not anything like what I was talking about. A lot of you will remember this video I did midway through this year where I said, hey, Jet Desert Fox got involved in this fucking drama at Milsim West, and I want to talk about it in a professional ish kind of light, being that I care about the airsoft community and I used to be a fan of Jets actually. I felt it important to kind of try and talk about this from an outsider's point of view and to kind of say, hey, here's who was in the wrong and here's what could have been done to avoid it. I feel like I talked about it in a very unbiased professional light where I was trying not to make hard judgments or assumptions or say this is what happened without being able to show the video and say no, seriously, this is what happened. um I kind of want to start doing that more, not because I'm thirsty for the views or something, but because of the almost 200 comments that video got, right? Almost 200 comments that video got. There was a good chunk of it which was genuine discussion, people sharing their own experiences with the same issue of having a tooth shot out, people talking about the value of wearing a mesh mask, people talking about what they think happened, what was right and wrong. Yeah, there was a chunk of people who were like, oh, airsoft turrets, get used to it, pussy, which is stupid. I don't think the hobby should just be painful. I think it should be fun. I want to start doing more videos like that. And I know a lot of people are going to have concerns where it's like, you'll get banned from fields if you talk about drama and you'll make a bad name for yourself. I completely understand those concerns. I 100% respect them. And they don't come from a place of ignorance per se, but instead a place of genuine concern. Uh, Me personally, however, I feel that I am able to approach it from an angle that makes sense, and down the line, I'll make a video talking more about how to go over these issues and how I intend to approach them and the tact I wish to do it with and the level of professionalism that I wish to approach it with, because there's a lot of dickheads in the airsoft community, sadly. We've all seen at least a few of them where they just come in to a field where everyone's trying to have a good time and they just ruin the fun, and it just pisses me and a lot of our people off. I don't want to cover minor incidents where, oh, this nowhere field in the middle of bumfuck nowhere had a fucking cheater, and the cheater was removed from the field. Now, I want to cover bigger channels, not, again, because, oh, clickbait, but because they are, for all intents and purposes, the representatives of the community, and there's some channels out there, I'm not naming names, but they constantly release, oh, this cheater, and it's like, dude, you are selling this hobby and this community to the wider public, and you're doing a terrible job. So you need to kind of get called out on your bullshit. The same way I need to be called out on my bullshit when I do something wrong or something stupid or anything. And funny, I say that, and I'm probably going to get yelled at in the comments, people saying you shouldn't do that, which I completely understand and respect. I'll probably wind up putting this to a poll and saying, hey, what do you guys think I should do? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of collecting my thoughts. The third kind of project I want to do revolves more around my absolute obsession with military equipment and fictional armies, where I would like go into various forms of media like the Hunger Games movies, Warhammer, Star Wars, Star Trek, uh, you know, I don't know, Valkyria Chronicles, and kind of go through and say, hey, this makes total sense for a military, this doesn't make any sense, right? I think it would be fun. It would be kind of easy to do to kind of just say, this is stupid or this is great. Maybe have a ranking scale, I don't know, something. I don't know exactly how I'd want to do that, but if that does sound interesting to you, I'm going to have a link to a community poll in the description where you can tell me, hey, this sounds like a good idea, this doesn't, for the third project. This is the project, by the way, that isn't very set in stone, because, again, I'd like to do it, but not sure if there's a big demand for it. With all that being said, there is something else that needs to be addressed, and that's you guys. At time of recording, I have 205 subscribers, which that is insane. That is absolutely insane to me. I started this channel in 2020 when COVID had hit because I was bored and had nothing better to do and thought, I'll start YouTubing. I'll see what happens, right? I've been able to do so much just from a handful of you guys just supporting me ever so slightly by watching the videos, liking them when they were good, leaving comments telling me what you thought about them, sharing them with your friends, and obviously subscribing. It makes me feel good, and I wish I could express my gratitude in a way that was, I don't know, more coherent, but I can't. I just there's no words for it. All I can say is thank you so much. Um, a little joke passion project of mine has become something. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you only have 200 subs, that's nothing. You have to start with nothing. And frankly, when I think about all the channels out there that have like 10 subs, think about all the channels that barely have double digit subs to their names. And yeah, probably no one uses them anymore, and probably it's just whatever's. But just to think that people enjoyed the content I put out and subscribed to me because of that, or because of some other reason, it it uh, I'm sorry, I'm just at a loss for words. Again, all I can say is just thank you. I feel like I'm actually doing something productive when I sit down at my computer and start working on a video. It feels good. Kind of weird. Like sometimes I'll be scared where I'm like, how'd this video get 500 views? No one should watch this. My content is terrible. And I still do think my content is terrible because it kind of is. But I mean, just thank you for supporting me and giving me an excuse to keep doing this. I wanna I want to do better in the future, obviously, with uploading more consistently, but that's not really a promise I can make. Um, I do want to get those first two projects off the ground, see what people think of them, see if they actually, generate any sort of decent interest, and just, yeah. There's not a lot else I can say other than, again, thank you so much for your support this year. I hope you consider supporting me next year. I don't know if you will or not, and I don't blame you if you don't want to. Uh, but yeah, that's fuck. That's really it for my 2022 wrap up. Again, thank you so much for all your support this year. Thank you for sticking with me through periods of just nothing happening and periods of everything happening. And hopefully, I can continue being somewhat beneficial to your existence. Anyway, thank you all once again so much. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a lovely Eid, uh, Kwanzaa. I don't know. Um, but yeah, just Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and be safe out there. At least where I live in Ohio, the roads have gone to absolute slush, and yeah, driving is an X Games now, so avoid that if you can. I've been Call Sign Horace. I'll see y'all next year. Goodbye.